Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to read on the Publix heiress. I guess it's out there in the news, and thank you guys so much for bringing it to my attention. That she's been a big part of funding the January 6th insurrection. So I want to look into, her degree of participation with that, if all that's true. Um, if you guys find any articles or anything online that proves it, please drop it in the comments or email it to me and I'll post it. Sometimes when there's links, YouTube blocks it out. But anyway, I want to see like what's her karma going on with that. How guilty is she? What maybe justice coming down the line for her? So okay. Let me drop the camera down, get this started. Okay, so I'm starting off with the Lenormand, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, or Lenormand by Tiro Marchetti, and I'm tuning into this Publix heiress, and to see if she's guilty of funding the insurrection, or if she had any part in it, and if so, what. Let's get all the information I can on her and the insurrection. Is there a connection there? And then I'll also use the Kipper if there's guilt here. Let's see. Okay. Oh, she showed right up. Came right through there. Is she guilty? What did she do? Wow. Okay, so far I don't have the cross card to show guilt, but I do have other cards that show guilt, and I'll talk you through that. And then I'll probably add another layer over the top just to get a little bit more. So, like I said, here she is. She's looking that way. And this would be her past. And in her past, she had a really awful disposition. The Clouds card has to do with being really uncertain, but when it comes to personality, this is somebody who's often mentally ill and very dark. There's a lot of confusion in the soul, and there's no clarity. So on a personality level, it's not, she's not well, but, and on the soul level, of course, too. But as far as what she did in the past, she had a really gloomy outlook, and she definitely gave gifts to fund. This is the government to fund the insurrection, and I'll show you why. It's because she gave gifts that were dangerous to our government. This is my yes card. Yes, she did. And she had the goal in mind that was, very dangerous, but she had a goal in mind. She's mentally ill, and she had a goal in mind, and yeah, she did. She absolutely did. And it was her intention to be dangerous and clear out something. her and her money were an instrument to create something new that she wanted. I feel like deep down inside she's really immature. I mean, we've got mental illness in these two cards right here. There's no wisdom. And her goal was very immature. And yes, she is a danger to the institution of our government. And yes, she had the intention to do this. So let me add another layer over it just for more information. I'm just asking my guides, asking the universe, what else do we need to know about her in this situation? Before I use the Kipper, let's just finish up with this. What else do we need to know about her? Okay, so the other layer here brings in that she's secretly a tremendous risk taker. And she's been, really loyal to somebody, which I guess is Trump. Yeah, and then here we go with like some karma here. So she loyally gave gifts in order to fund this dangerous insurrection. Now she has karma about it, but it's also about the tree, can be really challenging when it comes to again up here connecting to the birds and the child card. Mental challenges because the tree rules the brain. And it's also about systems. So she was she had loyalty to some system that was dangerous, and it was out there on the internet. And it was also her intention, but everything on the internet, all the information over communications and information over the internet, she knows about. So maybe this is the information that's going to come out about her later on that will end her, that will cause her something very painful to go through. I don't know if it'll totally end her, but I mean, this is about a painful ending. There's no transformation until you go through the painful ending. So there's loss, at the very least, loss. A loss of her mental capacity as well will probably be revealed. So, okay, so let me use the Kipper. And let's see if there will be some, some legal ramifications to her. I have no idea what she looks like or her name or anything. I purposely did this on as a cold. So anyway, you guys feel free to drop in the comments anything that you know for sure about her, but also please, add the source where you got the information. And I'll check the filters daily. So in case if you put a hot link in there and it gets stuck, I'll find it eventually and put it through. But sources are really important. Or you can spell it out in a way like go to, certain website and don't put in the actual like .com or .org or whatever it is, but just kind of spell it out. Separate the spaces between the dot and the whatever. And then it might not get stuck. Okay, so anyway, any legal ramifications coming down on her in the future, yes or no? Will she be caught? Will it be revealed who she is? Is there a money trail? Okay. I'll just do it this way, and then I'll flip them all over. Okay. It makes it easier to frame up that way. Oh, maybe not. All right. Well, we do have a courthouse card here. The main male would have to be Trump, because that's who she did it for, right? It would have to be, yeah. Okay, so this would be Trump's goal. And maybe his connection with her has to do from a foreign relationship. I don't know. Like maybe is she a friend of Putin's? Or maybe is she foreign? I don't know anything about her. But this is Trump, who wanted to work hard on his goal. He didn't like the journey he was on, which is going out of the United States, POTUS, President of the United States. He is leaving that. That's his soul journey. And this is him wanting to, steal his position back. But as far as her future, this is interesting. With this thievery card here is about, well, I think it's on two levels. It's what Trump wanted, he wanted to steal his position back that he really never deserved in the first place, I mean, I really believe that he was an illegitimate president that had all the support of Russia to get into his position. And between the gerrymandering and, I mean, the only place where we're guilty is the 50-some% of us who didn't get out and vote, and the 30-some% of us who are just batshit crazy and would vote for somebody like him. And, we can include racism and sexism in there as well, because that's part of what crazy is. So him wanting to have this new position, but then with her, well, this is him in his very immature, the immature mind that he has. What's missing, he has brain cells missing, that's for sure. Something's missing, and it's the fact that he's very emotionally unevolved and very immature. And he had people working hard on getting him, back to this other position, because this is the past, back into the position he wanted to be in. But all he's becoming, because remember, these cards are in front of him, so this is his past, and it's also the control that he had in the past, what he did in the past. And these cards are the cards that he's in charge of up here, more successful at, and these cards are not successful. So the only thing he's successful at is proving that he's an immature child who was trying to steal, stop the steal and steal the election back. And but he's headed off of that direction, and the only thing he had some control over was getting people to try and work for him in the insurrection. But there was some funding from foreign places, foreign money. But in the future, she may be, if she's in, see, that's the thing is, I don't know if she would, and this is a card of taking a long time, I don't know anything about her, so you guys are going to have to clue me in, or I'm going to have to do a lot of research after get this done. But it makes me wonder if she lives in a country where there is extradition or not. You know, do we have an extradition treaty with, you know, whichever company? If she's country. If she's from Russia, no. If she's from Morocco, no. If she's from Qatar, no. Saudi Arabia, I don't think so. Again, I don't know anything about her. So, but with the card here, this is a card of charges being pressed. And you know, like I always say, the judicial process, you know, it's a legal situation that can take a long time. But there are legal documents. So this tells me there is a money trail. And these cards, because they're behind Trump's back, he doesn't have you know, control over this, and this is not successful for him. This is not good for him at all. Let me make some room here. So we've established guilt on her part. We can see the past with he and her together, and the future looks like there's, well, that's the thing. Will she be, let's see, will she be held accountable for her fundage? Will she be held accountable, you know, in any way that we'll be able to see? Or will she just be sanctioned out of the U.S.? Or is she a U.S. citizen, you know? Oh, goodness. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how old she is, but the way it's going to go for her in the future is this could be something soon, or it could be that there's just something in her, they find on her in her, you know, private, intimate space, in something that happened in her home that they find. Or it could just be something that's happening in this next month, you know, any time between now and, you know, early July and early August, or even a little over August. Who cares if it takes a little longer? But this could be the timing of, you know, near future, where there's where she's investigated, where she's having to either dispute something or have a, you know, discussion about it, you know, coming before the court, because we have the court card here, and this card would be all about some documents that's like, oh my God, oh no, you know, somebody like somebody's like, I don't know, and then I don't know what to do, kind of thing, and then being confronted and being in crisis about it. And this is her. And this card would relate to the money that she gave. Interesting. And if this isn't her, because, you know, she would have been the main woman to come through, but this could be somebody else that's in on it with her, some other supportive woman. Or this could be, honestly though, actually, because this card here is connected. This could be somebody in court who is very much involved in getting the legal document to her somehow. That's it. It's really interesting. Yeah, she's not going to be a happy camper. So just looking more at her future. Okay. Yeah. Looking more into her future, she's you know, sleepless nights, being really, really worried, constantly mulling over it. These two, this is the worst card in the deck, and then this is the second worst card in the deck. And there may be somebody, some younger man who helps this woman here that's involved in our judicial process, who blows the cover somehow, you know, gets the information out there. Because this is her as the enemy. Could also be that this man reveals that she's an enemy. Or it could be that there's another man involved too with her that's also an enemy, you know, who did this thing, helped her do the thing, helped her with the fundage, or has the information on the fundage. So this card here down on the bottom tells me that it could take a long time, but it will tie her into, you know, this intimate circle that she was connected with Trump. And she's got ties to foreign money. So yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, so I think we're going to have a really, really busy next couple of years with all the information that's going to come out. Could be mind-blowing. So, okay. Well, thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.